what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say hi to the people whose names I can see here. So I want to say hi to Cheryl, who is a photographer in the show. Estelle, who is also a photographer. Hi, Jamin. Jamin, is that one of your kids? And hi, Jamil. Judy's also a photographer in the show. Hello, and congratulations to all of the photographers so far. Hi to Kadim. I hope I'm pronouncing names right. I'm seeing names I haven't met the people of. Hi to Lyndon, another photographer in the show. Congratulations. Hello to Maddie, also a photographer in the show, featuring her wonderful dog, who I got to hang out with for a bit while I was picking something up today. Hello to Meg, great supporter, always. Hi to Mick, he's at my house. Hello, Philippa, chairperson of the board at the Grain Store. Great to see you here, and also photographer in the show. And hello to Susan Norell, who was really excited, I heard, to hear about the show this morning on the radio. So good to see you here too. Well, Liz, I guess, do you have anything else that you want to share about working with the photographers or working with the Grain Store? Or
what I loved the day that we got to be together working was wonderful to see a group of photographers that regularly meet. They meet once a month, on the first Saturday of the month, like quite early in the morning. That was inspiring to me and got me moving early. But I love the way that they worked together but apart. What I mean is they were wandering and photographing their own things, but would then come back together and have a chat or photograph something together. But they're really respectful of each other's space. And I've worked with different groups before, and that doesn't always happen. But I could see that there was this respect for each other's space that they were working in. And that was really lovely to see. And to be able to quietly walk and talk about perhaps different ways to approach photographing something, I really loved that. And I would love to go out again some month when we can meet together as a group. And continue those conversations that we started. But it was really lovely to also have the group come together and share about their own experiences of taking photos, some their whole life, having cameras like me, when my first camera was when I was, my first photo, I think, was when I was about 10 on my mum's box brownie. And that was similar for some of the women in the group that we got together. So it was really interesting to hear that, but others it might have been in more recent years. But such a wide range of experience and different things that people wanted to and had photographed. But it was really lovely to have that time together and see how they work as a group. And I was talking to one of the photographers last night, and she was saying, yes, she loves to take photos on her own, but she loves to have that group to work with. And I don't think I had a group to work with like that when I was exploring photography. And I thought that's just wonderful. And I'm pretty sure that would be open to other people to join that group. So that might be something, if you're in the Nathalia area or want to travel up once a month, I'm sure that you could find out more about that. But yeah, it was a really special experience for me, and hope we get to do it again.
yeah, no, it was. It's always really interesting to see how groups work together as artists or separately and together, because you do have to have that flexibility within a group of creatives or people who work on different things, different projects, different ideas. It's hard, I think, to make that balance work for everyone, and it's really lovely to see how different groups do it. And that, like I said, we were so lucky to get that day where we were allowed to actually meet up. And I think the way that the photographers have responded shows that they did get that inspirational moment, and it really was a moment, to actually have a think about the concepts and have a think about how different people would approach it and how they could maybe approach it differently to what they might have thought before. There were a couple of photographers who were sort of saying, oh, I don't take photos of people, so I can't really think how I would respond. And then we talked about that. And there's actually there's not that many photos of people. And then there were people who was sort of thinking, well, I just like to take photos of nature, and we discussed the idea of that being really part of the way that photographers are coping at the moment. Stan Lowe is one of the photographers in the show. He's not part of the group, so he didn't I wasn't part of that mentoring session with Liz, but I did a bit of chatting with Stan about his sharing of photos on our local community Facebook page, and that's been, they might not be directly about COVID, but it's been a really big community thing in Nathalia, and people have responded. There's actually a local person who has made and had a little photo book published to put on her coffee table of all of Stan's photographs from his Facebook posts. So I thought that was really relevant and really interesting how all of those different ways that we've been connecting without being able to be in a room together. But yeah, Liz, do you have anything else that you want to mention before we say goodbye?
I just want to encourage any of the photographers that